I'm the Inclusive Learning Manager at New Vic. It's a team that's dedicated and motivated to support all students who disclose or declare that they have a special educational need. Whilst with us, we do our best to offer you support. Now, we have learner support practitioners that work in the classroom, and someone will talk a little bit more about that, maybe me afterwards. We have a visual impairment specialist who's here today, Rosie, who will talk to you about her work. But generally, we are here to support students both in the classroom and out with their work and their assignments in order to ensure that you succeed. And we've done well in the past with students, and we're hoping to do as well in the future with you and the coming cohort in September 2020. It's going to be different because a lot of our work initially will be online, but our learner support practitioners and our teachers are there also online in the Google Classroom with you, offering support wherever and whenever you need it. We also have other sort of aspects of our work. We do provide things on loan, like specialist software and iPads and laptops. And we also have a welfare suite for students who have additional sort of personal care needs. We support students if you have mobility issues, maybe if you're a wheelchair user or not. If you want to learn about the site once you're in college, it's likely that it's our team that will support you and help you get used to being at New Vic. Yeah, the only other thing I have to say is that we do have access arrangements for students who need these special arrangements for exams. And we have a system, we have an approach to getting that done. So, you know, we are aware of those needs, and we do our best to have those put in place. I don't think there's a space or time for a question yet. So I'll go on very quickly to talk to you about the learner support practitioners. In schools, they would have been called maybe teaching assistants or learning support assistants. But at New Vic, we call our support team learning support practitioners. They support students on a one-to-one basis, but also on a small group basis. And we work with you in the classroom and also in the skills centre. We have a skills centre, quieter area than the learning resources stroke library area, where there are laptops, where there are PCs, and where there are tables where you can work in a quieter sort of environment with support if you require it. Now, we also support students when they're carrying out other activities, when you're on trips, whether you want to get involved in enrichment, which is, you know, it might be playing chess. You may want to be involved in the Connect Club on trips. We're there supporting students that need it. Now, more importantly, what we tend to do is look at your level of needs, look at what you require, and work with you on developing strategies and approaches which will help you whilst you're with us at New Vic. And then we share that information with teachers and other staff who will be teaching and working with you, so that we're all, you know, working at the same level and knowing what your needs are. So I suppose our ultimate goal is to ensure that you are engaged with everything at New Vic. We try our very best to understand your needs and our best to try and meet your needs and build in whatever we can to help support you. I'll hand over to my colleague now, who can talk to you a little bit about dyslexia support. All right, questions at the end. Take care.
Thank you, Diana.
Ross?
She's not here, Ines, is she? No.
Okay, it's me again. Oh, you're going to get fed up at the sound of my voice. We have dyslexia support. A lot of students come to us knowing that they have dyslexia, and so we put support in place. There are a large number of students that also maybe suspect they have dyslexia and or may want to be assessed. So we have members of staff, teachers who are specially trained, who will assess you, identify what sort of dyslexia you have, and then build a report with strategies and approaches in it. And that's shared with the curriculum team, with the teachers, so that they can do their best to support you and teach you and deliver the curriculum in the classroom. So we carry out a full assessment and provide a report. This part of the team also carries out access arrangements assessments, whether you need a reader, extra time, separate room. It's this team that also does this. Our aim is to provide an individualised support. So those students with dyslexia are supported throughout their time with us, whilst on courses in Nuvik. And again, as I said earlier, we do our best to support you and provide, as I said, that individualised support that students with special learning difficulties such as dyslexia have. So if you have any questions about that, I'm sorry that the specialist teacher hasn't been able to get in, but we are here and we are ready to work with you. I'll hand you over to my colleague, Rosemary.
Thank you, Diana.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Nuvik. I'm the teacher of the visually impaired at Nuvik, Rosemary O'Sullivan, and if you disclose that you have a need or a visual impairment of any type, I would firstly meet with you and we'd arrange a VI assessment to establish what sort of needs you have and what support would be put in place, and that would include either one-to-one in class or group support or maybe one-to-one out of class. Make sure if you needed any adaptations done with your work, large print or braille or audio or online files. Let me get it out. Okay, so if you disclose that you have a visual impairment and it's just because you wear glasses, then we still will do a VI assessment just in case you have maybe distant vision problems and you have problems seeing the board. So you might need to sit at the front of the class. We can make recommendations, or I can make recommendations for your teachers to ensure you sit near the front of the class. And as Diana said, the dyslexia specialist does assessments herself, and sometimes she might refer a student to me for visual dyslexia, which might mean you have a problem with the glare of the page and you might need a tinted paper or even tinted glasses, which can be prescribed by a well-known optician that we recommend. So any questions, you can pass it on. We can do it at the end, as Shah said. Okay, and I'll pass you on to our hearing specialist now, Elshin.
Hi, my name is Elchin Anastasiou, and I'm part of the inclusive learning team. My speciality area is a sign language interpreter, and which is called a CSW, which is communication support worker. So I focus on supporting, hearing impaired students. This is involved in across the college and also in class. What I do is during the lessons in the classroom, I sign the spoken English that the teacher's teaching, whether it's a PowerPoint presentation that they're doing, and I translate that into sign language. So I use British Sign Language with the hearing impaired student. We do this on a one-to-one, obviously in the class as well, so that the student is included and feels inclusive in the classroom. Also, as mentioned by my manager Diana, we have a skill centre. Again, students, the hearing impaired students, are allowed to come and continue with their support that they may need in different subject areas, maybe information that they've missed or they don't understand, and I will use that time to be able to translate to them, again, using my language. We do assessments as well, so I would go into classrooms to see what kind of hearing impaired, how, do they have a cochlear implant? Do they have hearing aids? Do they use radio aids? So there's so many things that we can provide for them, that the college can provide, that can help and assist in their learning. Also, what we've done as well, we've delivered training across the college so that the teachers and also the HI students could actually be able to be involved, and also there's a clear understanding as to classroom setup, and the teachers are able to be able to give them the best support.